definition for us is that social business is designed to use market mechanisms to address social challenges for betterment of society. So remember that our definition is larger than the definition adopted by Professor Yunus. So we do not really care how you use your profit, as long as your very business activities generate positive social impacts. And we don't really care about social, legal status of your social business. So your social business can take the legal status as a not-for-profit or for-profit or cooperative, etc. So the reason to register your social business as the for whatever type of legal form, it's up to the entrepreneurs. The choice is usually to get better resources and legitimacy according to the context where you create your business. And we've been developing very fast. We have alumni from 26 countries, and so far 150 schools have already participated in our program. And we have 8 partner universities that help us develop and localize the contents to their countries. So we have in Mexico, Bolivia, Germany, Bangladesh, Brazil, Argentina, and Vietnam. And our course contents now are available in English, Spanish, and Vietnamese. And in the future, we are going to get our material translated into more languages, depending on the number of participants that we have from a particular country or region that need that language. And it is very important to emphasize that you don't have to be great at English. You can work completely in your local language with the help of our local partners. And then in the global round, you would need to have translator to present to the global judges.
Thank you, Mike, for that. So if we can know more from the prices, Valentina, you can tell us more, which are the prices that they might be interested in a specific?
There are many
Absolutely.
prizes that Valentina will tell you in detail for the prizes.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Mike. Absolutely. As I mentioned before, Scotiabank is our sponsor. And when you register, you will have the opportunity to compete for different prizes. The first two, the big prizes, are $38,500 for startup tracks and for established business. So in this edition, there will be 2 teams who will earn the big prizes. We also have individual prizes. If you're a student and you don't have an idea and you want to join, or on the other side, if you're a leader, regards your individual performance, you can get for example, last year, I get the transformative entrepreneurial journey as a leadership school this year. And one of the 10 persons who are chosen for this opportunity, one of them will earn the LJ Fillion Prize, where we will pay for all your expenses towards going to Canada and participating in this campaign. We also have 3 institutions that are for schools and for emergent change agents. We have $3,000 and $10,000. And in total, we have more than $160,000 in prizes. We also have scholarships, and we have the support of all the partners in Canada.
Thank you, Valentina. So after having like this introduction and you can see what you can expect for this competition, we're gonna go to what you are probably the reason you sign up for today for the Infosession, to know more about in a specific the competition, what to expect, which are the criterias, and which are the tracks that we have. So today we will focus just on one. And for that, Maita will continue with explaining more about this.
So today's topic is on established track. So we look for companies that have been in the market for 2 years or more, or any organizations, or that the organization can be formal or informal, as long as the product and services have been in the market for more than for 2 years and more. And there are many tasks that you could perform for the competition. So first, it could be the transformation into a social business. Then we really look for the change of the business model, and then the restructure of the organization. And we also look for projects that for the organizations that want to build new products. And so their competition will be on the innovation for a purpose, or that could be on changing the production methods, or it could be on the growing the market. So the objective of all this change is to create social impact. And we require that at least one member of the team must be students. So you as company can enter the competition on the condition that you offer at least one space for the students. And you can find students from anywhere around the world. So we can also suggest for you to match up with our own students, because people can join the competition with or without projects. And if you don't have students in your team, then we can help you match up with students who are motivated by the type of activities you want to carry out throughout the competition. And at the entry of the competition, of course, one has to be students. And then we would need your company representative to join, so that you can, the decision makers can really work on the project, and so that we can execute the project. Okay.
Right. Yes, I think we can see like first the 4 rounds, and after that we see the website.
By the way, I saw one question in the chat. So does it have to be a registered business in the government? So what we care is, again, not the legal status of the organization. We only care about the work of the organization. So in many countries, for example, if you look in Pakistan, so more than 70% of businesses in Pakistan are informal. They are not registered, but they function anyway. So we look at the time your organization is in the market. So you look at how long your products and services have been offered already in the market. All right, so it could be formal, informal, cooperative, not for profit or for profit. So we don't care about the legal status of the organization.
Hold on. So I'm gonna.
I also see another question. Can I have a business in Canada and not yet registered in Canada government? Yes. Yeah. But we have to emphasize that we don't care about the legal status. But then we want to see that how long your products and services have been in the market. So do people know about you? Do people know about your products? So when did you start doing the marketing for your product? When did you start selling your projects and your products?
Perfect. If people keep having like questions, you can write it in the chat. So we'll go through them while we are doing the info session. So you can continue with the timelines to explain how it will work for the 4 rounds.
So the first round, your organization has to focus on analyzing the problems and then proposing the solutions and talk to the stakeholders to get support. In this round, the criteria are very similar to the startup project, because this round is not about business yet. This round is all about the social solution, all about understanding the nature of the problem and the root cause of the problem. And then you go to round 2, when it starts touching the business model. Then you start seeing some differences between the established company versus the startup, because you already have the product and services. So if you enter as the transformation of the business model, but you already have the product prototype, right? Now you need to make a prototype for your social solution. So in the startup track, they would have to make 2 videos demonstrating the social solution prototype and then the product and service prototype. But in your case, because you already have the products in the market for 2 years or more, so you need to create a videos on your social solution prototype, and you have to submit the proof of your business performance for the sales of the product or service. So it's the case of transforming into a new form of business, meaning from a regular business into a social business. But in the case that you want to develop a new product or a new market, then the criteria will be similar in that you still have to produce a video about your product prototype, and then to see whether the market will accept your product or not. Okay, a prototype is the working version. So if you want to sell a car, then you the value you propose that you will help people to move faster. Then you have to show a product that can really help people to move faster. It may not be a complete car yet, but it has to function as a car. So then when you participate in our training, you will learn more. What is a prototype for a service? What is a prototype for product? And then how to present them. But we would like to show you the difference. So as you register as a business, you will only compete with the projects that are in this track. You don't compete with startup track. So that's why your criteria will be different from the startup track. Okay. So in this round, as an established business, and if you register a transformation of the business model, then you need to submit the proof of your the market acceptance of your product and services. In fact, it is your sales evidence of your sales, and then provide the prototype of your social solution. And if you propose your competition as developing new products or going into a new market, then you will have to provide the video prototype of the video of your product prototype together with the prototype of your social solution. Okay. I see the question. It's very important. You see that we have 2 years developing the project. It doesn't matter how long you develop your project. We consider you as an established track if the products have been, if your main products have been in the market for more than 2 years. So for some project that it takes you 10 years to develop the technology, but you have never commercialized it, so we can still consider you as a startup. Is it clear? So Alberto, is it clear for you? So it doesn't matter when you start developing your product. Its matter is that as an established business, we see that your main product have been around for 2 years or more in the market that you commercialize your product. Okay. Yeah, the next round, then you will have to execute that the new business model you come up with, or the business model of the new product, or the business model of your market expansion. And don't worry about the details because you will participate in SBC training. So you will learn more. But I just want to show you the difference of what we evaluate startup versus what we evaluate the established here. And in the third round, you have to demonstrate the your ability to execute the model that you came up with from the second round. Yeah, so Beta, you say that the product must be sold so far. Yeah, that is that for established business. So we define established business as you have been in the market for 2 years or more. So then we look at your main product for your organization, because your reputation is built around the main product. So if you want to join the competition as a transformation of your business model, then we look at your main product and say, as long as you have commercialized it, you have already done the marketing activities, right? So you have already gained some brand equity for that product, then we consider you as an established business. And now, how much sales is okay here? Because the sales of the product is not considered as evaluation criteria. The sales of the product as a condition for us to categorize you as a established business. Okay, so now what you then the first. And then when we look at the quality of your social solution, the quality of the execution of your project. Okay, so now if we are commercializing a core product and we are willing to add new ones to the same commercial field, would it be considered as an idea in established or the grow new product stream? Yes, it will be considered as established business. You know, the difference between a startup and an established business is that your brand equity, your reputation, and your ability to get resources, or the ability to move resources from one project to another. And for established business, your work is more of the intrapreneur. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm gonna just make a quick clarification. If some people maybe they didn't when they sign up for the Infosession, they were not clear that we have 2 categories. So last week we have an Infosession for the first category, which was a startup, and now we're focusing on the established business track. So whether you are the startup, whether you are established business, you can enter the competition, but it will have to fill with the criteria that Maita is saying for each of them. So to know more about the startup track, we will share the link of the Infosession from last week, and you can also see it in our website.
Yeah, and you see that you only compete with the project in your track. So if you are a startup track, you start from zero, nothing. You don't have the brand name yet. You don't have the reputation in the market yet. You don't have the products that have been commercialized. So nobody knows who you are. So you are really starting from nothing. So that for all of the projects of that type will compete with each other. And then all of the projects start by an organization, whether formal, informal, cooperative, for-profit or non-profit. So as long as you already have the brand equity, you already have the reputation in the market for 2 years or more, then we consider you established business. Okay.
Perfect.
And then the round 4 is when you have to demonstrate your ability to accelerate the impact. So if you look at round 1 and round 4, we focus on the impact. Round 2 and 3, we focus on profitability potentials. Yeah.
Okay, and then we have.
Yeah, and then there are always, and in each of the 4 competitions, so you can look at it like this. So the competition for the project goes from the 1st of April until October. That is the competition for the project. So there will be 4 stages. So you have to pass stage 1 in order to go to stage 2 and so on. And then if you are in the top 30% of the region, you will be invited to make the presentation in the global round in Montreal. And now, what if you are not in the top 30%? you are still invited. So as long as you are accepted into the competition, every project will get an invitation to join the SDG investment fair. So you will have a space to present your business to potential partners or clients here in Montreal. And then who knows, you might be lucky enough to get some investors that care about you, or you can get new members to continue working on the project, and you may enter the next year. So being accepted to the competition, you are invited to the SDG Investment Fair on the 3rd of October. And it is really like a trade exhibition. And the projects that are in the top 30% of the region in round 4 will make the presentation for the monetary prize for every stage of the competition. So you will have to pass the regional evaluation. And if you pass, if you are in the top 30% of the regional evaluation, you will receive one-on-one coaching by an investor that is sent by the global office. Okay, so that will be, imagine that you are in the top 30% of the social innovation round, then you will meet with an investor right at the beginning here. The date is on the 10th of May, and the final presentation is on the 14th of May. So now if you go to business innovation round, and if you pass and you become the top 30% of this round in the regional evaluation, then you will receive the training again from an investor. That could be the same investor that coached you in the previous round, or it could be another, depending on the nature of your business and the KPI, the key performance indicator that you achieve. So that can attract one of the investors in our global community. Okay, and the same go for the other round. But you don't have to be in the top 30% to go to the next round. So as long as you meet the minimum requirement of the regional evaluation, you will go to the next round. And as a real business, it is a continual evolution process. So being the top in one round doesn't guarantee that you will be the top in the next round, or the other way around. So you may not be in the top 30% of one round, but if you work hard, and then you can be in the top 30% of the next round. All right.
Perfect. So please still send your messages on the chat if you have more questions, so it can be more clear for everyone. Before we continue, because there is like still more things that you need to know for this category, like how to register and other administrative stuff. We would like to share with you one.
I saw another question here in the chat, which is important. So does it mean the product must be sold so far? Okay, if you have never sold your product, if your product for your main product line of your company, because a company may have many products, right? But if none of your company's products have been in the market, or all of them have been in the market for less than 2 years, we will consider you in the startup track, no matter what your legal status is. Okay, so you could register your business 10 years ago, but it only stay on the paper, but you never have any business activity, then we still consider you as a startup. So here we look at the real business activities. We don't look at your legal status. Okay, so Perfect. Is it clear?
I hope so. If you still have questions, please put it in the chat. Now is the moment where we can clarify your doubts. You like to say, introduce, like, who is Torbodega? I like to hear one of our past alumni before I put the video.
I see another question, which is very interesting. Nikolai say, if our business team is already in different regions, in our case, Argentina, Australia, which SBC region center we should apply for, it's up to you. So you already know our regional office, so you choose. So now if you choose Argentina hub, then the evaluation round, regional evaluation round will be with the Universidad Austria. And that university will recommend to us who are the top 30%. But if you register as Australia, where we don't have yet the regional office, then it will be managed by the global office even though it is considered regional evaluation, but it's still done by HEC Montreal. So HEC Montreal, we will have the team to be responsible for the regional evaluation of the projects that come from the countries where we don't have the regional hub yet.
Awesome, thank you. So we'll just hear a 1 minute testimony of one of our past alumni. So it's Turbodega. They were in 2017, May, if I'm not, maybe
2019.
19, right? And they were present, they started in Peru and now they're expanding to Mexico. And they can be an example of
just like starting, you know, like the hardest day is the first day. Because when you put like the idea of I'd like to do a business, to actually doing something to start the business, it doesn't matter what it is, but putting it seriously, and you are halfway there. We all know that the most expensive money is the poor people's money, right? I mean, they pay more for interest, they pay more for products, they pay more for supply chain. So we need more companies democratizing all the innovation that there is right now, right? I mean, we see innovation in e-commerce, we see innovation in medicine, we see innovation in so many areas, but now we need those companies. How do they bring that to the base of the pyramid? That SBC is contributing to doing this, right? To democratize the access to resources, to funding, and just get them. If I had the chance, I would have become an entrepreneur earlier in life, but sometimes you just don't know that it is possible with help, right? So you just go for it.
awesome. So now I would like to just go back to so we know what is the competition, what you can expect for the 4 rounds. But so we have 2 sides in this category, right? So people who already have the established business and you want to recruit students to go with them, or you're a student and you want to start with an established business. So if you are a student or you don't have like an established business, but you want to join this category, you can find an accepted project that it's in our community site. Now we will see later with how does it work. Or you can contact a company by your own. So for example, I don't know, what Nicolas was saying, that he already has like a project going on. He has this already an established business. So you can contact people like him, people in your own locality, or like enterprises that are looking for this type of transformation, or that want to create a new product, etc. And everything, how to connect with the companies, how to connect with the students, that's something you can do through our SBC community website. Would you like to share like the screen to show them like the feature of the website so they can see?
Yeah. So you see that all of the activities will happen on the community site. So I'd like to share my screen and show you how it works. So now imagine that you go to our official site at hec.ca. So now you see it is our homepage. So you can click on the SBC competition, or you can click on SBC community right away. So imagine that you click on this. So you have the information that's related to the general information. But now you click apply for the competition. Okay. And then you see the instruction how to apply, and you see the note here. And then now, if you are a project leader, you follow these instructions. Right, first you need to create an account, create a group, and then make proposal. And if you are a member of the project, then you follow the instructions here. And then if you want to join with our project yet, you follow the instruction here. So we will try to match you. If you say that you want to join the competition, you don't have the project. So what we'll do here, we will try to match you with a project. And then so the project may already in the community site or not yet, but we look at your motivation, what you want to do, and then we'll also help you find the projects, and so that you could enter the competition. But you will become officially registered member to compete once the project is accepted into the competition. Okay? But here is the first step for you to go. And now first you have to be member of the community for whatever type of entry you want. So if you already have an account, you can click on sign in, but if it is the first time, you can click on sign up here. And in order to get to this page, you can go anywhere. You can go from, you click on SBC community, or you can click on login. Okay, so imagine that you don't feel ready to join to participate in the competition or apply yet. So just click on the community and explore what's happening here. So if you don't have an account, you can only see the public activity of the site. So you can see, like, we have information here as on the news feed. So you can click on the instruction to enter the competition here, or you can see that we have the conference coming up. And then you can click on the conference here to see if you want to join the conference, and you have information about the conference and so on. So you can see a lot of things that are happening at the community. And you can look at for the group. So here, because SBC community is a platform for collaboration. So the companies that want to find suppliers could come here. Investors that want to find projects to invest in, they come here. So you see many types of projects that are present in our community. So you click on the type here and you can see that the project's proposal to compete in 2023. So these are projects not yet registered, but the proposals are accepted by the competition, but they are not yet registered. They are not officially competitor yet. And if you click on competition 2023, that means that the project, the proposal is accepted and the project is officially registered. So if you click on it right now, we don't have it yet because we just opened our site on the 1st of March. But when you click on this, you can already find some of the proposal here. And so these people can start look, and you can imagine that you want to join the group, or you want to ask, and you have to create an account. But at least here you can see that there are certain things, and you can also join the community here. If you look at Vietnam Hub, all the people who care about the Vietnam market, they come here and they join. And of course, you have to be member of the community in order to join the discussion. But at least you can browse through the activity and you know who's there and why they care. So you can find this person, okay, who is he and why he joined the Vietnam Club. So you see that it is him, what he's doing, and he is a judge, a coach, and an advisor, a mentor, and you know who he's connected to. So it's very much like your LinkedIn page. Okay? And if you want to find all the members of the community, you can click here and you can look at the profile. So this person, and you can see who she is, and then videos and photos, and so on. So you can, but then you have to be a member of the community in order to communicate with this person. So now how to become a member. So as I showed before, it will bring you, so imagine that you click on the group and you would like to learn here what this guy is doing, and you click on this and say, hey, you need to register first. See? Or you can go here and then click on the community, and then you register it here. Okay, so now how to register. So because this is the first time you enter the community, you can click on create an account. So you enter your email. And then you here, and you can bring in whatever password. that you can remember, and then you see your name. Canada, I'm here in Canada, and then gender, I'm female. And this date of birth is that it's confidential information. It's not available to the public. So I will need to get off the site to put in my date of birth. Okay. And then you can, yeah, so I just entered the information. And then I click on finish. So when and then click on agree to the term and service. And then you will continue with the activation. And now once you have an account, so I will bring you to the site with an account.
Mike, we are not looking right now your screen.
Oh,
Well, we're looking you.
okay.
Okay, yeah, now it's fine.
So now imagine that you go, so just this. So once you've got an account, here you need to log in. And you can enter all your credential. So I will have my information and I have to enter my password. And then if remember, oh, I forgot my password, you can click on forgot password, and then you can enter the, okay, and then it will send me, and then, oh, I have not activated it. No, it's wrong. I put my email on.
But I will leave for like the people that are connected today. I'm gonna leave the YouTube channel where we have all the like the tutorials that you can check step by step, like how to create your account, how to use the group features, how to use your own workspace, because it's a similar platform like LinkedIn where you have different features, so you can as well see them there.
Okay, so you see that I sign in, I say I forgot my password, and now I receive the to reset your password, click here. Okay, and then I could use the password that generate for me, or I can just enter whatever password and click on save.
Stella is asking in the chat if this link applicable for both tracks.
Yeah, everybody will have to go to through the community site. Okay, so I want to show you how you can you will do it. So no, no. So imagine that you go on the community site, this one, and now you sign in. So remember now I remember my so everybody, this is a step. Everybody who wants to join the community, whether you participate in the competition or not, but this was to join the community, because there are many type of groups. Now I want to show you here, because even if you don't participate in the competition, you join the business group. So we can have, I can give an example of the research group. So here there are two research group already, but there can be more. The people who want to find each other, and you can join the conference group, and you see there are 2 conferences. You can join the training of the trainers. You see these many groups, and you can see the join the business group. So we have these 2 business groups. And for you want to join the competition, then you will create a new group. So imagine I'm here. So then I go to my workspace, and then I will enter my photo so that people know that I am not ghost, I'm a real person. let me upload my photo. Okay, now I can go to view my profile. You see it's up here so that people can see me, and then I can enter, and I did the information here. Okay, so now what do you do when you create a group? You click on group, and then you see create a group, and then you will follow with the step. So always make sure here, I want you to, that this is for the project leader, you know, you follow this. You create an account and then you create a group. Right, so let me create a group, say education for better world. So imagine this is group, and then you write your description, but now make sure that you write a very good description, and we give you what you need to write here to be considered. Okay, so write description, you need one liner, you need a short description of the target, short description of the social idea. And if you want to find inspiration how to write that, you can click on our previous edition and look at what people write here. See that what's the social challenge and what the idea. So you have example of what, and then once you create the group, then we will, the SBC committee will evaluate whether you have a potential or not. And then if it is accepted, then you will be visible to the community. So here as an example group, I look for proposal, and I look for this one, and now, so I know what this project is about. Okay, and when your project is visible to the public, then people can contact the leader here to request, now I'd like to join your project. So the same thing, you can pitch your project, but at this time it's only as a project proposal. So you still have, the leader has to finish the last step of making the administration fee payment, and it's only one time payment. That will be good for you throughout the competition. Then once the payment is made, then you become officially registered. So that is the track for the project leader. All right. So for more tutorial and detail, you can see in our YouTube channel the explanation. But in the meantime, you can always browse through this link, you know, this. So if you just go to our site here, and you already see in the news feed here, the link where you can find the instruction, or you just go to our main site, the informative website, the officer site here. Yeah, you can say, okay, enter the competition, and then apply for the competition. So it will bring you to the instruction page. Yeah. Questions so far?
Perfect. Yes, there is one question on the chat. So Estela is asking, like, if all participants have to create a group, even if they are like solo or like individuals, they are only one in that project.
So a project is composed of the leader and or other members. So if you enter a solo one person, it's okay. But here it's like, that's why we have the step of first, you turn you into a project proposal. So then you can add members. And then all of these members have to be officially registered. So you can follow the instruction on how to register as a project leader, and how to register as a regular member, or how to register with our project. And of course, we require minimum one person per team. There is no maximum, but there is one minimum. But very important condition that minimum one person must be university student at the entry of the competition. That person may graduate before the end of the competition, it's okay. But the condition to enter is that at least one member of the team must be a university student.
Perfect. So is there more questions that someone, like, I don't know if Sara, Camila, or someone has like more questions about the competition itself? We have a few more minutes more to finish. I will just go back to the presentation. So to finish with one important administration process. So you know now how to register, and you will see it there. And yes, just specifically about the tuition fee. So there is like, this is the 200 Canadian dollars as tuition
It's not
fee.
tuition. So it is called
Admission.
administration fee. Okay. So all the training with the SBC is if you are accepted to the SBC competition, you will benefit from free training. The administration fee is required for everybody, but then there are, if you are HEC Montreal students, you can apply to the competition office. You can contact Professor Amboris to apply for scholarship that the school may pay the admin fee for you. Okay, and then the other thing is that if you don't get any sponsorship from your schools, or if you are unable to pay the administration fee, you could apply for a scholarship from SBC office. But in order to get this scholarship, you will have to demonstrate why we need to cover your admin fee. Okay, let me Ruth, can you share the screen of the office of the competition of HEC Montreal? So we have an office responsible for the competition.
I show the
or I can do it.
Yeah, if you
Okay, let me share the screen then.
Yeah, you might have it more.
It will be faster. Okay. So you see, if you go to HEC Montreal site and you click on Competition Academic, and you can see the books Competition Academic here, then you can ask the Professor Amboris or Jean-Francois for the support to join the any competition. It doesn't have to be SBC competition. It can be any kind of competition that HEC Montreal participates. And if you look at social business creation here, and then you'll see the site. So SBC competition is recognized by the school for all of the levels here. And also you could ask school for scholarship. And then if you come from a background where you are unable to pay for the admin fee, then you could request SBC Global for a financial assistance. But again, you have to demonstrate why the SBC should cover you, because if you enter the competition, you already benefit a lot. For example, for the 12 credits of the training that SBC provides you, if you come to a regular program at HEC Montreal, that will be between $9,000 to $12,000 already, and you don't have to pay that amount of money. So you have to demonstrate why we have to cover you more than that $9,000. And if you look at HEC Montreal, just like the application fee, okay? So if you look at any program at HEC Montreal, if you apply for the program, you will see the application fee here. It's $310. For SBC is the program where you don't have to pay this application fee, thanks to our sponsors. So you already receive a lot of benefits. When you apply, you don't have to pay the application fee. And if you are accepted, you have the chances for a lot of prizes if you do a good job. And you receive the training, which is equivalent to at least $9,000 for free. So you already receive a lot of support. And if you need more than that, you have to demonstrate to us the reason why.
And Vita, you can contact also Lea Keval. So she is working with us at HEC. She's working with the students recruiting at HEC Montreal. So I will leave here the email that she's using, SBC Logistics. And she can help you as well to know more about like how is the credits, if it's it can be applied to your specific program as well.
Yeah. So if you want to earn the 9 credits from HEC Montreal, you will be in a track at the Projet Supervisé at HEC Montreal. You will need to find a professor who will be your supervisor. And then we can help you with that process after. So for all HEC Montreal students.
Okay, awesome. So if someone else have questions, please, you can also open your mic for that. We will upload the recording afterwards in the YouTube, and we will also send it through the email you have to register for today. We have a last thing from Valentina. So she's working on social media, and you can tell us more about it.
Yeah, I see a question. So can I be a supervisor? Yes. So any professor at HEC Montreal can be your supervisor. So all the professors in my department are ready to accept SBC students. So it really depends on the kind of project. So when you choose a supervisor, you should choose him or her based on the competences and the resources and what you want to learn from the person. Yeah, I also accept students, yes. But the work for the credit at school is not just the competition, okay? And by the way, I am not the judge. So all of the SBC staff cannot be the judge. So your performance, whether you get scholarship or you get the prizes, it's beyond my capability, even if I am your supervised professor. Okay.
Okay, perfect. So same as last time, we thank you everyone for staying until the end and for joining the info session. So in terms of that, we decided to do this for the info sessions to have a challenge with you, and Valentina can tell you more about this.
Absolutely. Okay, thanks all of you for staying until the last moment. I'm seeing that most of you have Latino names and it's Friday at 7 p.m. So these are the type of efforts and the things that entrepreneurs do and that it always pays back in the long term. In SBC, as May say, $200 compared to all the opportunities that the competition have is nothing, but we understand that there are some social entrepreneurs who come from different contexts, from different countries, and we don't want that economical things become as a barrier for change makers. Therefore, for you, for staying until the end, and for these 16 persons, you have the opportunity to get the scholarship to SBC. What you need to do is to make a video in your Instagram story showing your profile and telling you who are you, if you're a student or if you are already an entrepreneur, and what you deserve to earn this sponsorship from us. I made here like a small example, but
My name.
yeah, but before you put it, like if you have more ideas and you want to, put more effort and be creative at all, we don't have like a template, and we appreciate and we will rate creativity and of course leadership.
My name is Valentina Lalino. I'm from Colombia, and I deserve to win the scholarship because I am the founder of a marketplace of social and environmental ventures. I centralize 52 ventures, and I've been in the market for more than 3 years. So that demonstrates that I have a high commitment and a high level of perseverance in this social business.
Awesome. Thank you, Vale. And you always, if you have any questions, you can always reach us out in social media directly. I think we have one more question on the chat, Mai. You wanna?
So what's the question that I didn't answer? I also put the contact of Professor Anne Boris, who is the director responsible for course credits for all kind of competitions that HEC Montreal students participate.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
and what,
I think
what are the
Sarah
questions that I
Sarah is
didn't answer?
asking if someone can do a 3 credit course without a supervisor.
Yeah, for course credit, it's better to talk with Professor Anne Boris, because it's her office that is responsible for awarding credits for the students.
Perfect. So if there is more questions, okay, there is just a double check from Nicolas.
Okay, so actually there is a big difference between global mentors and then the regional one, in terms of the quality, because the global mentors are investors. Okay, the coaches, if you make it to the top 30%, they are investors. But in the regional round, then these people are qualified, but they are not investors. If you come from, if you go with the SBC global office, because you are from Australia, and you then your region will be the rest of the world. So our coach that is organized by our office here, because there's a big difference in terms of the interest. So the regional round is easier. Yeah, but when you go to the top 30%, then these are real investors.
Awesome. So we are just on time, but if there is last question, I think we can still go with one more. There is no problem with that. Thank you. Thank you, Nicolas, as well to you. Stay connected with us on social media and also to our website. So we are always updating the information there for you to know. If there is like any trouble or something that come up during your registration as well, you can contact us directly. And we look forward to see your ideas, your projects, and to expand also the this competition in the network that might be interested as you. Mike,
And it's
would you
very
like to finish it?
important to make the distinction, okay? So the team that managed the global round is not the same team as that managed the regional round, even if it comes from HEC Montreal, okay? So I am with the global team for all the global activities, but then we have the team at HEC Montreal responsible for the regional activities. So, and then we have the rest of the world. So these are very different teams that work on different projects. So don't expect that you get the access to the global judges or the global coaches just because you register for the tab. Because when you go to the community site, then it will say which hub do you register, and then you will choose the hub. And then if you choose others, then one group of the HEC Montreal will manage the category others. Okay, thank you very much.
Awesome.